Atomic Heart, recently released single player action. It's not really an RPG, but kind of RPG. Oh, Jesus Christ! Is a ambitious game, and for the most part, oh god, I'm getting wrecked. Quality vision and quality in practice game for. Oh, this is a PlayStation review. I'm getting obliterated. Switch to that. Yep. Yeah, come on. Alright. So I do have the sound off so you can actually hear me as opposed to me struggling to win this combat encounters. Come on, come on, come on. Whoa. So it is a looter shooter, really. Oh, let me just get that for you. Bam. Where you collect a tremendous amount of loot, upgrade your weapons, and let's just get away from this combat before I get wrecked. And you engage with these vast army of robots, and in certain scientific labs you go to, underground facilities, you fight all sorts of other varieties of enemies. Alright, let's go somewhere safe for a second because we're going to get shot. Alright, so is the game good? I think it is good. What are the similarities? People were saying a lot about Bioshock. Yes, you have a lightning thing. Look, I shoot lightning. That's Bioshock. That means every game we shoot lightning is Bioshock. Infamous is Bioshock clone. But you do have the, dystopian alternate reality where the glorious USSR succeeded in actually building in a positive direction following World War II. And the setting of the game is based on the idea that at the end of World War II, the Germans used these chemical weapons and threatened to destroy the Earth and wipe out the human race. And the Russians saved the day. So it's all about this one scientist who did a tremendous amount of work, all this amazing innovation. He created all these brilliant things. So one man, who's your boss, saved Earth and brought this great future to this part of the world. So he did an amazing job, and it's really the Tony Stark, basically. So we have Russian Tony Stark saves the planet, has amazing inventions, changes everyone's lives, but someone's trying to undo it. And you, as a army grunt with your magical glove, go on a journey to figure out who's trying to sabotage this utopian reality, or slightly dystopian reality that we're coming across. So you have a lot of themes in terms of your character. He isn't the smartest tool in the shed, and that's totally understandable. So he doesn't know everything, and he believes what he's told because he's lost his memory a couple of years ago, and the only person who took care of him was his boss, the famous inventor. And so it's a situation where he's relying on them, and he's trusting for the most part. So he does believe, and he has pride in his country, as you would do if they saved the world from a global virus and have all these amazing inventions, and you believe it. Pride is a simple thing. So I think the world building in terms of the... Let me put on some sound, because I've turned it off because I thought it may be better. Let's go 70. 75. Ooh, that's a bit loud. But I think there's some sense to it. It is the alternate reality, but there is some... If you read a tremendous amount of the dialogue in the computers, logs, emails, there's a vast amount of added information. Oh, and the combat. Oh, so there is a very deep lore. Now the combat itself, you can't lock on, so it's very similar to, well, in reality, the melee is very, very similar to Dead Island, if you know Dead Island. I really need to freeze this to bits because I need to just shatter it so it doesn't get repaired by the repair bot. No! You search each corpse, but all the searching is done by just holding R1 on the PlayStation. So I think it's a lot easier than, say, Fallout, where you open the drawer and you have to cycle through and take all the loot and stuff. So it is in that way faster, but at the same time, because you can search so thoroughly, you do sort of get a bit pedantic about holding it down and get every single thing of every drawer. And you take all your resources, and again, this is a lot of loot and a lot of enemies. Oh, where are you? Freeze, please. You take it to where's the loot? Oh, is this one an enemy? Okay, so it's a respawned enemy, so it doesn't drop the loot. Ugh. So yeah, similar to Dead Island combat in that you dodge. So a big part of it is you don't have stamina to manage though. So that was the one thing they removed. So you look at Dead Island and you go, how do you improve quality of life? You take away stamina from the melee combat. Although the whole game is based on melee and until late game in Dead Island Riptide, where you get guns and they really work well. So it's a mix of Dead Island with the melee, and there is alternate melee weapons, and you have a charge for your dodge though, so you have to use it, and you can get more dodges later. Jumping, there's no sprint, it just runs quickly. You have all your different abilities, you can cycle through your shield. But the shooting is I'd say it's pretty good. Get out of there. Get out of there. And one of the things you can do with weapons is you can add elements onto them. See the little canister there? You can hold and put a little cartridge of element. So you can do fire, shock, lightning. So you can add that to any of your weapons, including your melee weapon. So you can do... There is a lot of depth to the customization of weapons. So I'm going to show you that because it's kind of something that... Okay, so this is your vendor. So you can create guns, and in this case you can create weapons. So I just want to save up resources for that, so I don't want to buy that just yet. But there's alternate melee weapons. You don't have to use the same one. You actually have options. And then you've got these bigger weapons, and there's a whole bunch of other weapons here. So you got like a baseball bat sort of thing. Okay, you got the Fat Boy Railgun. You got some good stuff. You can make your consumables. So it does sort of make it seem like you're going to run out of resources, and you have to worry about how much you have. But honestly, I don't think it's that big a deal because I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. So this is a hardest difficulty review. This isn't the easy mode, and I feel like I've got stacks of resources. But again, the robots are quite tough at times. So you have alternate special attack things you can get on some weapons. You've got a whole bunch of attachments. They all have levels. So as you go up levels, you get like increased damage or increased damage to each hit. So I do want to go with that. You have alternate paths for the gear, the equipment you choose, and you've got lots of different locations. So this one, we can see on the map where that facility is and where the part is, in somewhere in there. So you can pick a weapon and stick with it. I do recommend multiple weapons, but again, you'll get better stuff later on. So one of the things you do is you get so much loot. Even though I'm on the hardest difficulty, I've got stacks of heals. These are all heals. I've got lots, plenty of bullets. You can disassemble things. You don't have to. You can try and get resources from them, but I find most of the resources you get from these are really basic, so I don't want to waste time. I can just farm robots for that. You also have your skill tree, which again, I want to actually show these things, not just, So one of the things you get, the shock ability is always on your triangle button, so you always have it available, so it's worthwhile to upgrade in reality. So I probably should upgrade it, but I kind of just been spending it on other stuff. One of the things I prioritized was resistance, damage resistance. But you take lots of damage early on, but it sort of evens out. I feel like now that I've got the damage resistance, I'm okay in hard difficulty. But early on, when you only have limited weapons and abilities, it's actually quite a challenge on hard difficulty. But once you start getting it, once I got Frost, and I just focused on Frost, I just started to dominate. So this is this is how to make it easier, is you use Frost. So just so you just want to speed up how quickly they freeze, and just not even many upgrades. You don't even need many. and you'll be fine. So this one here I haven't got on purpose because it uses blood instead. So you can use your health. Yeah, so mass telekinesis looks pretty nice. You can lift up a bunch of enemies, slam into the ground. Polymetric jet, Merrick jet, douses them in a liquid, and if you have like a whatever cartridge, elemental cartridge in your weapon, it'll proc that a lot easier. The shield I've gone for, yeah, it's okay. And then you got your energy management because you have your energy. So one of the best things, the guns you get, is this energy type weapon, which uses... Oh! So the enemies glow before they do any big attack that you have to dodge it. Okay, can you stop fixing them? Okay, let's go. So yeah, this uses a bar on the bottom right, which you can get more of, and it recharges. So what I did most of the time was try and use this gun, because then I'm saving a tremendous amount. You get off me, get off. Saving a tremendous amount of ammo. Oh, these are all reject. Let's just get out of here. You don't have a block, so you can only dodge. So again, the shield, you can use that for blocking. But yeah. Oh, god damn. I said yeah. Okay, get some resources. Whoa! So I am on hard, so the enemies can be quite a little bit challenging. Not too bad though. Again, it's about the tools you use. So you have so many different weapons and abilities that... Yeah, just ignore me, guys. I'm busy. Ah! Yay! Climb. Oh! Oi! 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 Quickly!
You've got a big fight ahead of you. More enemies incoming.
Alright, let's just...
Hold this for me, would you?
Yeah, can I... Any resources? So you do need to tap your circle for dodge quite frequently. Just keep your distance and you'll be okay. Let's get that. These guys have good loot, so that's helpful. The only loot that I think really matters in the short term is neuropolymer, which is something you get from just defeating enemies. Oh, come on, guys. Seriously. Oh. And there's also a really great ability you get on the character skill tree, which means that you can drop down to 0 health and then you get a chance to... Okay. You don't instantly die. So you're on 0 health or 1 health, and then you get hit again, you're done. So that's one of the things I think is a great quality of life. And a couple of games have done this recently where they... Like Hogwarts Legacy is an example. Because it does give you the... You know, you go down to almost 0 health. And then you just suddenly... You're all good, yeah. You get a chance to revive. I mean, chance to heal at that point. What else is good about the game? What am I saying? Should you get the game? I think if you have any doubts in your mind, it's a single player game after all. It's going to have DLC. Will it have DLC? You can always say, you can be skeptical and all that sort of stuff. That's totally reasonable. I think it's a good game. I think it's very solid. Again, I'm a huge fan of Dead Island, so I find the melee combat to be perfectly reasonable. But you may find it sluggish, or you may not find it that intuitive. But you can basically, if you can dodge well enough. So the problem is when you get stuck. Whenever you get stuck in a corner, you're dead. You're literally dead. The moment that you get forced into a corner, and this is something that'll happen, I think, quite a bit, especially on the harder difficulty, but even on lower difficulty, as soon as you are backed into a corner, you are in real trouble. Because you can't hit your way through. So here we go, we're all the way back to my save point. So it is actually a game where it saves. So it's not a auto-saving, protecting you all the time type game. It saves here. Your manual saves actually matter. So there is consequence And again, I'm on the harder difficulty, so let's just try and get there across. I really need to use my ice spray like all the time. And the second I don't use it, I'm in trouble. Because I've specced everything into ice. Okay, so we're gonna beat the robot. We're gonna beat the robot, dude. Oh! And he does like martial arts kicks. So I can block the laser.
The enemy has raised its alert level to maximum, Major.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh, god damn. So, yeah, this is on hardest difficulty, so I've got to get it. Okay, let's get him. Search that. That's all I want. Whoa. Jump. Get over there, maybe. So these are lasers. They stop you going through there. You're going to die instantly. It's a limited open world. It's not really... I don't know if I could say it's open world, but there's a lot of games like that, but... Oh, goodness me. So your healing is with these little pods. Okay, I just want to... Ooh, no thank you. Those little guys really annoy me. Whoa. Now you do have an alternate, but you got to nail it, and it's... Oh. And you can scan all the time, so you don't have to, you know, actually look around. You can just scan everything and you know. There's that one there. So yeah, I'm actually showing you the game, showing you the menu. Oh, sorry, you did it. So you've got your inventory, you can auto sort, and you've got your various resources which you want to try and collect. We've got a map, which is quite interesting. I can't zoom in anymore. And we've got lots and lots of lore, so there's a lot of setting. But I think it's a good game, and again, the first 4 hours, depending on how well you play, you'll be inside the facility. Can we just not be killed quickly? Can we just you know? Whoa. Oh, he's such a... Oh. Yeah, so it can be quite intense at times. Again, you just want to manage your abilities properly. Upgrade a whole bunch of stuff. Focus on the kinds of abilities you like. Like, I've made sure not to focus on electricity because I've played that enough. Even so, it could be quite useful. And you have a whole bunch of stuff you can use to conquer the enemies, save the pigs, and play the game how you like. Oh, sick of you dudes. Sick of you dudes. Sick of you. Oh, piss off. Oh. Damn Arsenal. dude. Okay, there we go. Whew. So yeah, a peaceful, and I'm out of heals. God dang it. A peaceful robot battling journey. And there's mutants and stuff as well. I want to search more around, but I want to find a save point. I'm only a few hours in. 6 hours in, I think. 5 hours. I have one thing I will say is that as soon as the game was released, you couldn't actually make content on PlayStation. So this is one of the things that with PlayStation is kind of a bit of a pain in the ass. And they've also held back some of my videos. So like it doesn't let you release them. And originally it just didn't let me publish anything that was recorded on the console, which is just a massive pain in the ass. But again, it's been a weird sort of thing around the game, to be honest. Not in terms of the outcry and all that, but the actual management of the game itself is kind of strange. Just that, I don't know why they did that. Again, I can understand the, first couple of hours, but then they had a couple updates, some big updates. Oh god, what are you doing to me? How many are there? 2? Oh, get out of there. Oh, gotta get back to safe house. Oh yeah, some terrible gameplay here where I get absolutely obliterated because I'm out of heals. Ugh. Oh, so many robots around. Leave me alone, robots. Alright, come on. Gotta be a safe point in here somewhere. There we go. Okay, so it's like older style games with the saving. You do feel as though...
Codename P3.
You do actually feel as though... Let's grab a few of these. Let's put... No, that's fine. You can upgrade your inventory size, which I should probably do. Let's get some heals. Oh, I've taken way too long. I always make these too long because, again, I want to show you the game. Alright, what do I need? I need to upgrade. How many have I got? Probably haven't got enough. I need to save up for character. 75. Okay. Okay, let's save it. And let's switch to the energy gun. Oh my goodness, he's crazy. Okay. Whoa. And was there any... There we go. So yeah, just collecting neuropolymer so you can upgrade your character and things like that is really a big focus. Oh, and then getting your materials so you do upgrades. Whew. Oh, you don't. For some reason, the parts are always in the ass of the robots. That's one other thing, if you hear any talk about, you know, the robots have big boobs or anything like that. All the NPCs have big boobs. All the female NPCs, for some reason. They're all the same model, basically, is what I'm saying. There's not really a lot of diversity there. Oh, my legs. But there's plenty of heals around, even though... Oh, don't you dare. Alright, one of the things, again, that's great.
Show me what you got.
Yeah. Oh, my legs. Where are you? There you are.
I'm just getting started.
Is there more? Oh, there's one right there. Okay. Let's just get this loot first. Alright. The main character is annoying at times, but I kind of feel like it's understandable at the same time.
What you staring at?
Ugh. Always search the ass. Yeah, so he is annoying, does swear a bit too much. I'll be honest, he does swear too much. But at the same time, there's one thing he did. I was kind of like, for a while. But he was getting a bit snippy. And Charles, your lovable hand, our robot companion, was like, hey, well, you're taking out all your frustration on me. And then he said, P3, your main guy, he said, I'm sorry. I was just a little agitated. And apologized. And that was enough. It's like, yeah, there's going to be a bit of tension here and there, but for the most part, they're working together. And the glove actually gives you information that actually matters and is helpful. So yeah, I feel like they do work together. So it's one of those things, if you say it's similar to Forspoken, I'm like, nah, it's not. But he does swear a bit too much. Little edgy, but at the same time, I don't know. The actual situation itself does call for some unhappiness. And I like when he says he'll never be used to the dead bodies. Because you find so many dead bodies. These facilities have so many dead scientists in them. So I'm glad he says, you know, never get used to that. There's some just little things like that, I think, that kind of do matter. Oh yeah. And you can disable them, sneak up on them, they're stealth. Let's get that. Toilet. Oh. Whoa, yeah. Gotta get that dodge on. I have resistance to lasers as well, so that helps. So I've got a lot of resistance, a lot of defense. Which is why I haven't been yeeted and deleted already. Oh, you devil. I kind of need a HP regen though. Ooh, so that's a snowball. Okay then. So you do, as you search the things, find blueprints and upgrades, you know, attachment blueprints and things that you can make. And they are worthwhile. So again, you scan. There's enemies there. Where are those enemies from?
Who's the man?
Oh. So yeah, if you look, I'm showing you the combat because the game is combat. So this is 99% of the time, this is what you're doing, is combat. So in that case, if you can, you know, have a look here and go, I don't really like the look of it. There is a good feel to it when you do make contact, vibration, all that sort of stuff. They don't overdo it with haptic feedback. I wish the options had way more options. The accessibility is quite poor. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff that they could have added. Just convenient, just quality of life stuff. But again, you're looking at the size of the developer and maybe you're being a bit unreasonable. Streamer mode is on, but I still got a copyright claim, so that's always great. Oh god, these guys, I tell you. Whoa. There it is there, the loot. Whew. So yeah, I think it's a very interesting game, very interesting world. Understandable from the character's point of view. He's not the smartest tool in the shed, and he's just a, you know, low-level sort of grunt dude, but he's had some experience in the field. And he has these views based on his lack of memory, because he can't remember anything from 2 years ago. So again, I don't think it's selling anything, but at the same time, anytime you show anything in a positive light, and anytime you show humans in a positive light, are you saying humanity's good? But there's a mix. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot of complexity in terms of the lore and the actual what's going on. There's a bit more complexity in the depth, which you optionally access. You don't have to. There is a bit more that, you know, is part of the story. But it's not a super generic thing. It's just there's depth to it, but you can sort of ignore it if you want. Let's have a little look in here. Oh. Quickly. Alright, you can always scan, so again you can find enemies. What's that? What kind of enemy is that? Oh. You can upgrade the damage of your weapons straight up, so that's one of the things I think that's really helpful, is just getting these damage upgrades. Maybe I don't have room to hold. And one of the things, see, you've got these drawers, I've got to aim at them, then I use like the psychic glove thing. Pretty much everyone's dead. I mean, there's a couple of living people, but the majority of them are dead. But you can talk to their corpses, so that's a positive. Let's just scan around. I've got to find, how do I get into there? Is it around the back? So yeah, this is Atomic Heart. And if you don't like the look of it, then don't buy it. Or wait for it to be on sale. I think this will be, honestly, my gut instinct is that this will be a game people play in 6 months, 9 months, a year, maybe a year and a half. They'll come back, they'll play this, they'll go, was that game any good? And they go, yeah, I'll give it a go. And it's cheap, because by then it'll be cheap. And they'll go, oh, this is actually alright. I don't know why it got all the hate, or people said mean things about it, or whatever. It's just, it's alright. And, you know, this happens in games released. They don't always hit the mark in terms of marketing. That means they get superior sales. And in this case, there's reasonable circumstances behind the controversy and things like that. Again, you know, separating art from the artist, all that stuff, doesn't matter. Your opinion matters to you. My opinion matters to me. That's all that matters in life. Share your opinion in the comments. You think you shouldn't play any games because, again, damn games made by those evil Americans. And the horrible thing they've done. But do buy Australian games. I've got a lot of ammo, so I really should be using my guns a lot more than my melee. at the minute. I feel like I'm not managing my inventory quite as well as I should be. So we'll just save up, get that inventory upgrade. Come on. Okay. I'm going on quite a long time. Anything else in here? Oh, something there. And this is polymer.
And now for the weather report.
Can we go in there? No, we can't. Okay. So it's a kind of juice that you can swim in. Oh, we can go up. Okay. You do have like flashbacks of your memories while you go through them. These little snippets. What do we get? Big trunk of stuff. That's what we need. How are we doing on inventory? So when you're full inventory, it does actually send it to your stash, which is quite great. I really like that. Oh, we got stuff here. So yeah, plenty of posters and things. And your character doesn't talk too much. I mean, he does in the facility as you're progressing through points. He does talk. And it's sort of part of the... I feel like he talks a bit too much in the opening 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. Something that you kind of get... Maybe it can irk you a little bit. But it sort of calms down once you get to the actual open world side.
And the train is right there. All we have to do now is take a seat and we're off.
I sincerely hope we don't encounter any obstacles along the way.
Don't jinx it, Glove. Otherwise, we'll find a goddamn canister lock on the door.
That's the sort of dialogue which I think is fine. It can push the button a little bit at times, but for the most part, I think they... Yeah, come on. Oh. Come on, come on. Now what's her range like? Okay, so I've got that multiplying loot depending on when they're frozen, so that's working quite well. And yeah, let's just... Where can I look? There we go, that's nice. Alright then, so this has been a long-ass review where I just show you a whole bunch of gameplay. So you can see the game and just make up your own mind. You make up your own mind. That's it. You can buy it if you want. You can wait if you want. I think waiting until it's cheaper is always the right decision. Now, will someone spoil the ending to this for you? No. I just don't see it. I don't see people spoiling the ending for you. But maybe if you look it up, you'll find it. But since it's mostly just gameplay and it's about how you play through it, what choices you make on your skill tree, what sort of build you go for, I think you'll be fine either way. So yeah, if you like this video, if you think I shouldn't play this game or whatever, I don't give a shit. I mean, it is what it is. And I'll catch you next time. It's been Frosty510. Like and subscribe. Yeah. See ya. Oh, wait, do I give a number? Do you want me to give a number? I don't know yet. I haven't finished the game. You know, the 7/8 sort of stuff I think is probably reasonable. Anywhere in there is always a good place to be, I think, for most games. Alright, see ya.